Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. You guys are especially welcome, and this is the 54th episode of the show. On today's broadcast, we'll be looking at your business questions answered. Now, I sent a broadcast to everyone on my WhatsApp list asking them to talk about the problems they're facing in their businesses and if they would love me to help them out in answering the question. And a few of them sent in their questions, and well, some of them did not. It's part of life. Anyway, before I jump right into what we have, you know how we do it. I would ask, how are you? How is life? How is work? How is everything generally? How is business? Hope you all are being productive. If you would like to introduce yourself, you know how we do it. You put your name, you put your location, and put it up on the comment section, and I would welcome you specially. All right. So it's been the raining season so far, and the weather has been pretty cold, very, very cold. And well, anyway, I am grateful for the rain because our crops get to grow. All right. So if you're there, you'd like to introduce yourself, put your name, put your location. Would not be spending so much time because I fear for the fact that like it might rain and the internet network might be disrupted. So I wouldn't want to waste your time, and I wouldn't want the network to be going haywire. All right, then. If you guys would not introduce yourself, because I'm seeing more people coming in and going out, right? If you guys would not introduce yourself, then I will probably just get right into what I have for today. If you have a question to ask me as regards your business, please put it in the comment section. And once I'm done with the ones that I have up here, I have 4 questions that people have sent to me, and I'm going to answer those. But if you have your own question that you would love me to answer for you, please put it in the comment section. That is after you have introduced yourself. All right. So, all right, I have someone here already. We have Gloria Adil too from Akure. Nice to have you here, Gloria. Gloria is a wonderful singer. She sings beautifully. Thank you for coming on the show. All right, so kicking off, number one question. It's already drizzling. I have to be as fast as possible. All right. So, how do you easily get fund for your business? How do you easily, or how can you easily get fund for your business? Now, someone sent this to me on WhatsApp. How do you get fund for your business? One of the things I will first of all say is this: it depends on the level your business has gotten to, right? You cannot just start a business and then you would want to borrow money to start the business. It doesn't work that way because nobody will trust you enough to want to give you their money because you do not have a track record. However, if you're just kicking off and you need money for your business, what you could do is, do you have savings? Have you saved up money from different sources? Can your friends help you out if they believe in you that you can actually do it? Like, get money from friends, get money from family members, and try to start off. You do not really have to start big. Start where you are, start little, because it is from what you have done so far. That is when you can then say that, hey, I want to, hey, Tony, nice to have you here. From can you from here? All right. So once you're able to kick off with the money that you've gained from friends, from relatives. Hello, Monsuru. Nice to have you here also. It's glad to have you. Monsuru was my classmate. No, not really classmate, but schoolmates in secondary school. All right. So once you've kicked off with the money you've gathered from friends and family, starts the business, right? Now, when you are consistent with it, you could then get loans from bodies. I think the Nigerian government has Bank of Industry and Bank of Agriculture that helps businesses out, especially for businesses that tend to or that focus on trying to grow their economy, right? If your business is related to that, if it is not just something that like you're just importing all the things that's different goods from different countries, if that's not what you're into, if what you're into is, let's say, production, something that would make the country grow, that you'll be able to like employ more hands, then go with Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture. There's some other platforms where you can also borrow money. I tried doing a research while the person asked me, so I'm just going to share my screen now for you guys to see. Just a moment, let me just quickly try to share my screen. All right. While I'm doing that, if you still like to introduce yourself, I can see more people today. It's nice to have more eyes watching me today. Like, all right. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, please do just that. All right. So I'm going to share my screen now. Just a moment. Just give me a moment. All right. So let's get back to you, and I will put it up on the screen. So I'm sharing the screen from invoice.ng. Right. I'm sure you guys can see it better. Let me make it full screen. And all right, so let me scroll down. So the first one they said is Ayla Credit. If you like to get loans, they said Ayla Credit is a building platform that make it easier for individuals in Africa to gain access to financing, mainly focused on employee lending and empowerment. The company was affiliated with three main credit bureau agencies in Nigeria to provide quick and affordable loans with no paperwork to its customers. That's the first one. The second one, oh, sorry, that's number 4 on the list. Let me scroll back up. I'm sorry. Okay, so first one is Grofin, right? Grofin. Second one is Smedan. I have tried applying with Smedan before, and these people did not give me money. I'm still vexed with them. All right, but you could also you could try it out. It could work for you. There's Lydia.co. We have Ayla Credit. We have Zvance, and we have Pay Later. All right, so I am going to stop there. All right, for that. I hope that answers that question that has to do with if you have to borrow credit. Now it's raining and my network is kind of shaky right now. I pray it does not mess up. I can pray big time. All right, so moving on to number 2 question is how can I register my business? Now, if you're just starting off, right, just head on to cac.gov.ng. If you'd like to register your business, head off like it's so easy now that you can actually do it online. You do not have to go to their office, right? It's so easy right now. Let me try to share my screen and show you guys that also. Quickly, I'll do just that. Just a moment, please. Where's my Chrome tab? And voila. All right then. Let us share the screen. Let us share the screen. Okay, so here is the CAC website, cac.gov. Let my face show small now. No, this is wrong. All right, so this is the CAC website, cac.gov.ng, and the procedures are there. Now, I think the steps to doing this is first you have to search if the business name is available. Then after you've done that, the next phase is you have to reserve the business name. I think they charge 500 naira for that one. You use 500 naira to reserve your business name, right? You do that also online. Then after you've reserved it, and what's the word now? The next phase is for you to try to fill the form. Then you pay 10,000 naira, right? Although there will be some bank charges, so just have 11,000 naira at the back of your mind. And once that is done, you would be issued your certificate, which you can actually get online, and you just have to go to the Internal Revenue Service to file your tax form and all that, and your business is set up. From there, you can now take it to the bank to open a bank account. It is very, very simple. Believe you me, I think I'll probably do another episode where I go in depth as to how you can actually open an account. I plan opening a business name very soon. So maybe I would walk you guys through the process of how I am going to do it so that whoever it is that is interested would actually be able to gain one or two things. All right. So that is that about that. Let me remove this from the screen. Okay, I have someone commenting. Who else is commenting? Hello, Fatima from Lagos. Nice to have you. Fatima used to be one of the couples in Akure, and it's good to have you. Then we have Moses Amos. This is Adewale from Ibadan. Hello, Adewale. Nice to have you also. All right, so moving on to number 3 question that I have for today is, why are people not patronizing me despite the fact that what I sell are of good quality? Now, I had a chit chat with the lady that sent this to me. All right. Okay, Alania, I'm seeing your question. I'll come back to it once I'm done. All right. So when she sent the message and she was like, people don't patronize her, I had to ask her. The first thing I'm going to ask anybody is that, okay, if people are not patronizing you, the question is this: what is your mode of marketing? Right now, the first part is this: what part of the marketing that you've been doing so far has been working for you? And then what other marketing strategies are you now using that you feel is not working for you? Now, in her own case, hers was selling bed sheets, right? Beautifully designed bed sheets and towels for hotels and the likes. And she said that like she tried running adverts on Facebook. She tried running adverts on using people's WhatsApp. Now, I realized this thing. Some businesses would not really work using certain tactics. You need to first of all ask yourself that like, who are my ideal clients? Right now, once you're able to like picture your ideal client, now in her own case, the people that have actually patronized her so far have been hotels, right? Hotels have been the ones patronizing her, not really individuals, according to what she said. Now, there are still some individuals that would patronize her, but then think about it. How many times do people really change their bed sheets in a year? Yes, they may probably buy two, three, and have it at home, but within a year, do they buy more than two or three? Meaning that it is not really something that is so viable to or like you trying to like focus all your energy on individuals. But when it comes to hotels, hotels are constantly changing their sheets. So you could as well just do what? Focus on what's the word now? Advertising to them. Now, in advertising to hotels, you realize that you do not have to do the Facebook part. You do not have to do the WhatsApp status because all you need to do is walk up to different hotels and then tell them that, hey, this is the service I render. I have worked with this hotel before, and I would also love to work with you. Now, when it comes to your own business, also ask yourself, where are my ideal clients? Are they online? Are they offline? What is their demographic? What is their age range? Right? You cannot be selling to a younger generation and then be advertising to a platform where they are only older people, right? You cannot be selling things that are expensive to broke ass niggers, like in terms of say the N word. Anyway, you're not supposed to sell your product to people that are not able to afford what you're selling. So the first thing you need to do is analyze those that you're trying to sell to, right? Write it out. Have a picture. You can even draw it out. Like, okay, my ideal client works in so. He earns this kind of salary or he makes this kind of amount every month, and then like this is the type of dress he wears. This is the type of things he does. By the time you have that picture in your head, you can then now start asking yourself, where do these guys hang out? Now, once you're able to find out where they hang out, then from there you can now start pitching your business to them. You can now start selling your business. If it is going to be online, then go online. If you have to use Facebook ads, learn about how to use Facebook ads. If it's not going to be Facebook ads, then ask yourself, okay, what other generic way can I get um, what's called people to patronize me? If it's going to be you using influencers, use them. If it is you walking to people one on one and trying to pitch your idea to them, please do just that. All right, so moving on to number 4 question. I'm very, very conscious of the weather and I do not want the rain to fall. All right, so this person said that like with the increase in the population of Nigeria, how can one use this to one's gain? When the gentleman came to my DM and then he asked me, I I had to ask him first and foremost, like, okay, what do you really want? He said that like he needs to make more profit. All right, okay, you want to make more profit, then you need to have something that's you need to have a service that people need. Yes, the Nigerian population is huge, but do you have something that solves their problem? If you can find a problem that a lot of people are going through, then that shows that there's going to be a market for it. Now, why did the likes of the fintech companies like Paystack and Flutterwave thrive? Because they saw a loophole, something that has to do with a lot of entrepreneurs not being able to get people to pay them. They were able to solve that particular solution, and before you know it, every single person was keen in to that platform. You also ask yourself, what can I solve? What problem is the general masses facing that I, in particular, can solve for them? Right? Now, if you can find their pain point and if you can find a solution, to that pain point. More often than not, you probably before you find a solution, you will probably be the one that would have gone through that same problem yourself, right? You've felt that thing, and then you start asking yourself that like, I need to solve this. Then you start asking people around you that like, hey, are you also going through this particular problem? And if the answer is yes, and then you ask a lot of people. Now I know that like a lot of people in Nigeria would say that if I should share my idea with people, they are going to say my idea. Nah, sharing your idea does not mean that like people have the capacity and the capability to run with the vision. Yours is just to ask as many people as possible to validate your idea. Now, once you can validate that idea, from there you can now start finding ways in which you can create a solution around that problem. And once you can create solutions for people, believe you me, the money would come afterwards. Solve people's problem and the money will come down to you. All right, now moving on to the question that Olaniyo Monsira Akoni asked. I am going to put it on the screen right now. He said, what advice can you give someone who is skeptical about starting his own business because of the fear of not wanting to fail? All right, now, I think what I'm going to tell you is this. We all fail at some point or the other in life. Believe you me. I have failed in different businesses and I stand again. I learn from the failure and I stand up again. When you tell yourself that like, hey, I do not want to fail, please, we all fail, every single one of us, right? Now, this is not secondary school where we say I used to carry first. Nah. In reality, you would fail in a lot of things, but you have to learn from the mistakes and get yourself back up again. Okay? So I think the main thing for you is that failure, and really you need to fail. You might be lucky to have started to be able to start a business and then like you don't get to fail at the end of the day. But if you really want to succeed in business, then you would fail on at one point or the other. You don't get choice. As Kilo Kids is saying that like real life G's, and that's the fact. You are going to fail at some point in life. So don't try to like hold back. Take that risk. Take that risk and enter into it. As I said before, if you're going to go into business, please do not go into business because you realize that like a lot of people are entering into business. Enter into business because you're trying to solve a problem that people are going through and you have the solution to solve that problem. Don't just enter into business because people are saying that like, hey, this thing is lucrative, jump into it. That thing is lucrative, jump into it. I'll tell you, look into your life first. Look deep within and then ask yourself that like, what is that thing that like I am going through that I find uncomfortable and I have found solutions to, and then I can also help other people to find solutions to it. Now you have created a business and people would come and patronize you. And that is how to go about it. About failure, if you do not want to fail, get yourself mentors. But even with the mentors that you have, at the end of the day, one way or the other, you might still fail. The main idea is this: learn from your failure and get back up again. There was a business I did 3 years back, and I went into farming. Guess what? I lost money over 1 million. Yeah, and it's painful because I am still paying part of the debt. Now this is reality right now. I'm telling you guys, like I'm still paying part of the debt. However, I have learned from it, and I would never make that same mistake again. Am I going to give up with business? No, no. I learn from what I have gone through and I become better at it. All right, so on this note, I think I need to come to an end because it's about to rain and it is showing me the signal that like the network is really messy right now. Like it's going down. Okay, let me put down this banner. All right, so I hope you guys have been able to learn something tangible. If you guys still have more questions, now I am thinking of doing this episode on Wednesday again. So if anybody still has any question to ask me, you would want me to treat your question that pertains to what you're going through in your business, please do so well by sending me a message either on via your Facebook, if you're watching me via Facebook. For those of you that are on my WhatsApp, please send me a message in my DM. If I have enough questions to be able to ask, if I have people sending more questions, I would do the part 2 of this segment on Wednesday. On this note, I would like to come to the end of this episode. Thank you all for sticking to the end, and I am sure you guys will be able to get value for your time. All right, enjoy your weekend and always be the best version God has created you to be. Signing out, guys.